Since I keep getting a million questions on these, I figured I'd run them through again real quick. So basically they're the same design, all brass, all stainless. I got a little bit of a build video on this one coming. That's really the only reason I put it together, was just so you guys could kind of see the actual build. YouTube won't allow that. They don't like guns. We're lucky we get away with what we do, I guess. But in the end, yeah, that'll end up being on Rumble. Maybe even on Odyssey, whatever. I know YouTube doesn't like them. But this has a liner in it, the same as this one. Obviously a little longer barrel. Everything is pretty much the same though. I'll run this one apart again real quick, I guess. Just you guys can see there is a breech face in there, I guess. There's a spring and the bolt itself. This screw just used for cocking it. So this was just a 3/8 bolt cut down. This is a piece of drill bit installed in here, just drilled and stuck in there, and then ground to the rough shape of a firing pin. It's ugly, but it works, and that's supposed to be the whole point of these. It's cheap and easy as whatever it takes to get something to work. They're not pretty, they're barely fun. They're everybody's first build. And yes, in most of the free states in our country, you are allowed to build your own firearm. It just needs to conform with the GCA and the NFA, which means it can't be like a short-barreled shotgun or a short-barreled rifle, full auto destructive device type things like that. AOWs. So if this didn't have rifling in it, it would be a smoothbore, and therefore would have to fit the definitions of shotguns or AOWs, which are either 26 inches overall for a shotgun with, yeah, a bunch of other requirements, or an AOW, which is NFA regulated. So I don't want to go that route, so I basically just made a handgun. That's why it has a grip, has to be perpendicular to the bore, designed to be fired with one hand, etc. All that good fun. Obviously check your local laws, because some of you guys don't live in the free areas of this country, and you'll have to deal with that. But I think the biggest questions I get on is on this bolt, and it is literally just a bolt cut. The smooth section, so there was a bolt head here and threads out here. This section was smooth already, drilled in, threaded for that screw, and a firing pin installed of some sort. This one actually did the same thing, except the firing pin is all one piece. I just filed that down until I had something sticking out just like that that ends up being a firing pin. Yeah, they're not real complicated, man. That's the whole point of these things. This is threaded. The breech face is threaded down into it, and then basically it you can call it head spaces. This screws all the way against that breech face with a round stuck in the middle, so there's no extra slop, nothing. You don't really have to worry about head spacing in that regard, because it's just like threading a barrel back to the bolt. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing complicated about it. That's really it, man. So I cut off the other threads of this because this was just a regular nipple. This extended out here, and the reason this is so short, that's how long of a piece of liner I had, so that's what I used. This one obviously is a little longer because I found a longer piece. So this has to be tapped out the same thread as this, so obviously I can thread in there. It's got to be threaded really deep so that breech face can be pushed down in there. That's what keeps the round from coming out of the chamber as it's getting set off, and then you could get like an out of battery detonation or whatever if it's not held in the chamber. So that breech face is fairly important for a little bit of safety. These liners alone, I know everybody asks, that liner alone is really thin, but it's capable of withstanding the 22 long rifle pressures all on its own. It doesn't need this brass around it, so there's no safety concerns because this is brass and it not being strong enough. That's silly worries. I mean, there's millions of guns being produced today out of brass that fire stuff much heavier than 22 long rifle. We're not worried about that here. No, they're not safe. You have to use the built-in safety, the one between your ears. Otherwise, you're probably going to have something go wrong, and you'll probably get hurt. So don't make one if you can't run the power tools to do it. If that much is too much for you, then shooting it safely and owning it is probably beyond you as well. But yeah, it's not something you're going to carry. No thugs are, running the streets with these things, knocking over convenience stores. They're built just for fun. That's it. To prove and show and enjoy how easily a firearm can be made. The rest of the world is light years ahead of us in the realm of improvised weapons. The U.S. is spoiled, man. We got weapons galore, readily available, extremely affordable, reliable, practical. We don't have a need to make our own, so we just do it for fun. That's all. There's no reason for me to make this other than I wanted to spend an inordinate amount of time in the garage playing with tools, and then showcase it for you guys. Actually, the only reason I built this one again is for the video for Rumble. Everybody liked this one so much that yeah, as much as I prefer to work on better, more exciting, more elaborate builds, you guys love these things, so I did it for you, I guess. But yeah, I love these. Any builds, really, in the end, I like them. Yeah, I actually take this out and shoot it. I go to a couple friends' houses a couple times this summer where everybody brings over machine guns and all kinds of cool guns, and people enjoy shooting these, believe it or not. It's crazy. They're blown away at how simple and easy a homemade gun can be, and they shoot them and they love them, and that's their point. When you build something yourself, you enjoy it more when you get to use it. It means more to you. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't have to be a gun, man. Get out and make something. I don't care. People get all crabby and pissy about me suggesting that people build guns. Yeah, I like guns. I like making stuff. I don't need another end table or bookcase. And I just happen to prefer metalwork. So, yeah, that's what I do. If you don't like it, maybe my channel's not for you. I don't know. If you do like it, I would prefer you get out there and make something of your own. No, I'm not going to sell you this. I think anybody that would want to buy this from me is probably crazy because, again, I've got way too much time. I spent probably 5 hours just polishing this thing for no reason, right? But brass fittings have gone way up. I think that piece alone is like $7 or $8 now. It's hardly worth it, but they're enjoyable to do. And yeah, I mean, I got some more parts, so I might end up with another one at some point. Whatever. It is what it is, though, guys. I like making stuff. I like showing you the stuff that I make. I like showing how easy it is to make something functional and for no reason make it pretty, even if it is ugly. But yeah, get out there and make something, guys. Really, anything is better than sitting on your couch watching somebody else do something. Get some tools, use some tools, find a buddy with some tools, whatever. Make something cool. Make something hopefully better than this. Yeah, take care, guys.